Hello and welcome to the Bedrock Collective. My name is Callbuster, this is episode 3, and the contents of today's episodes are completely dependent of whether I'm gonna die once more, because that has really set me back. But at least I've been able to do some enchanting. I gained a little bit more levels, I did some smelting. I did a lot of smelting. Look at all this copper. This is not even all of it. I mean, this is some copper. And it extends a little bit more outwards, upwards, and more downwards. Should I fill this cave? I feel like it. I did some copper aging. I can tell you already, the copper business is not my business. I can maybe mine it, but the aging, oh my goodness. Some of these pieces have been a long time, and not one has been transformed to the final stage. This is taking so long. You really need to AFK for this, and AFKing is not one thing I can do, sadly. My time is a little bit limited on this server, so too bad. We could probably still stick with the honey business, because that is a little bit fast, and maybe perhaps even the slime business if this goes on. But slime distractions aside, yeah, today is gonna be the real day. And why did I take this off? To finish the enchanting, hopefully. I'm saying hopefully. As you can see, I've got completely no levels at this point, and I also don't have really a source of XP. So it's gonna be very tricky to get the final things, and I'm gonna need it because I'll probably be having to do a lot of enchanting still on these boots. I think the pants are okay and the chest plate, but the helmet still needs a lot of books. I think I've got them behind me over here. Yeah, most of them I was able to buy. So diamonds case is very fine, but sadly I really need XP. Which brings me to the topic of having the wish last episode that I maybe should be getting ancient debris. Because if I would like to upgrade this even to netherite, that could actually bring us into the nether. And there happens to be a whitish ore in the nether that's called quartz that gives a rather lot of XP. So if I combine that with bringing the anvil and these books down there, which you may also go shopping for some shulker boxes if they're sold already, yeah, then that may actually be a very good idea. I've got a very good idea now, so all of a sudden. What if I just buy a shulker box, or 2, I think? Yeah, that should be fine. Bring those books, bring this anvil, and go some netherite mining, which should be giving me some XP. And then enchant on the way over there, which could be a little bit tricky, actually. I maybe should leave my camera rolling, because there's a death soon to be incoming, probably. And that should be a rather interesting plan, if I say so myself. So yeah, let's go to the shopping district and get some shells. We meet again, mysterious hole in the ground. Alright, I think this shop over here sold us some rockets, some elytra, but also shulker boxes. And it so happens to be there's actually something here. Now, interesting. Ooh. So there are still some of those. Free only one time. So if I'm reading that correctly, I may not have to need to spend diamonds after all. Now we'll probably be coming back to buy some actual shulker box. Really? Only one Okay, this explains why the other shop sells their goods in shulker boxes, because if they only need to pay 1 diamond for 4 shulker boxes, and then they can ask another diamond, yeah, okay. I see the business value in that though. Wow. That makes me even want to get even more. Yeah, that's nothing. 1 diamond. 4 shulker boxes. I'll take it. I'll take it. So that makes 14, that should be 7. Yeah. Wow. It feels like I just stole them. This is way too cheap. I know they've got these farms nowadays, but it's still so cheap. Also, sheep. I reckon this is selling wool. Is this also as cheap or just 1 stack of wool? Well, 2 stacks for a diamond. Very cheap. Now, I don't think I would be using much wool, but it's good to know it's being sold. Alright, let's go back to the base. And this time, I am not walking into any holes. Okay, let's look in front of us. No, okay, no holes, just a little cliff. Which I stopped right in time for. Nice. Alright, and together with some chests, these should make 7 shulker boxes. Of which I probably be only taking 2. Just to be sure, so I don't lose them when I die. And I don't have any silk touch pickaxe yet, so it isn't quite as interesting to take with a ender chest. Which would make it a lot safer, of course, but I reckon if I die, it's probably still... that shulker box isn't gonna save my life at this moment in time. So I could as well just take it with me. It's gonna be a little bit... I'll leave the diamonds behind. Those are gonna save me eventually. And oh yeah, I was right into thinking I may do with a golden helmet. I think helmet is the right choice here also because I don't have any enchantments on this helmet yet. Which reminds me I could probably stick it right there. And this one is about to die. It could help with some fire protection though. Don't think I've got... Oh, I've got some fire protection actually on these boots. Very fine. So I'm actually quite protected already. I should be alright with leaving this one here. And then having a golden helmet. So the piglings will be not very mad right as they see me. So the shopping districts, which is actually over there, just to make clear. It isn't right behind me over there, which I thought it was. And I know there's a portal over there. I think I got it on camera. And I know there is a portal around the starting village over there. And the question is, which one is closer? I think actually the one to the starting village might be a little bit closer, or at least there isn't a whole ocean in between. I'll be going to the portal, and if I don't catch you back, I'll be probably be mining for quartz, for levels, and for quartz, perhaps. Maybe I want to use that. And, of course, ancient debris. So it would be nice if I can do a combo. So I'll see you in quite some time, probably. And I am back from the nether. Now, I would have wanted to record a little bit of it, but right after the last clip, the server got rebooted and updated to a new version. And for the rare occasion, Windows hadn't already installed the new version. So I had to wait a little to actually go mining in the nether, and that had to happen off camera. So I can only show you what I have done in between the time. And that is mining a whole ton of quartz. Even so much, I needed to craft a little bit of blocks because I couldn't fit it all over here. Obviously we got some netherrack. The gravel could be very interesting. I get it a whole ton more than I thought. And also some blackstone. Very interesting. But of course, the most interesting thing I haven't put in there. I actually put in the furnace already. Okay, let's see. 38 nether scrap. That's actually more than I remembered that I did. I thought I had only 34. Okay, very interesting. That's... Then we can actually probably do everything I want. That's very fine. Let's do a little count. So we got a helmet, 1, chestplate, pants, and boots. So that's 4. Then we got some tools. The pickaxe, the axe, and the shovel. That makes a total of 7. Then I probably get a sword. That would be 8. And usually I've got a hoe over here. I don't know if I want to make that netherite as well, but we could with the amount of netherite we have at the moment. So that's very interesting. Oh, actually, no. No. We'll keep that diamond. We'll have our second pickaxe, of course, because we do need a silk touch pickaxe yet. We'll leave that for that. Yes, that seems like a good plan. The pickaxe is pretty much done. I could get it to efficiency 5, but I don't think I bought any book for that. Because I only bought 1 and I put it on the shovel. So the shovel is efficiency 5, mining and breaking 3. That's very good. I'm Oh, now I think about it. That's probably needs some silk touch as well. So okay, I'll need to buy at least one more book to get this up to silk touch. Then this one is very fine. It's got the efficiency 4, mending, unbreaking. We got some fortune, which I rather have than silk touch at this an X. And that's very good. And some sharpness. So this actually may very well be a replacement sword for now at least. Because I do like some sharpness. And then we got a pickaxe, obviously. That was a very good roll. We just added some mending. And in the future, we'll bring these up to efficiency 5, I guess. But for now, seeing as they are all mended up, I probably do with crafting my first nether. And actually, we also mined a whole ton of gold. So we can immediately make those into the ingots. I guess I would have... No, I probably do not have yet a smithing table. I now know how to make it. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 2 ingots. I'm most certain of it. Here we go. Yes, I remembered correctly. Nice. Yeah, I think all the tools are ready to go. That's cooked beef. That's not netherite. Let's go. So all the tools we want to get into netherite. This one as well, and especially the shovel. And we'll probably have to update that yet with some silk touch. But at least we're not gonna have any trouble with the levels when we try to put on the silk touch yet. So I'm not too worried of already changing this to netherite. It could be a little bit tricky when... hello, Gammo. When we want to update some of our gear. We need to make sure, especially with the boots probably. Yeah, we probably need to make sure that we can put on everything we want. Which I don't think these boots need much anymore. I'm very glad that I started at the... Did I? I think I put them on the enchantment table first. And that's obviously helping because we do need to put a lot of things on that. I think most of it is already done. But maybe I'd actually look into getting some of those... how's that? Swift Sneak? No, that's the very new one. No, those go on the pants. No, the Soul Speed. That's the one, I think. Yeah, that might be very interesting. It depends on what the highways are going to be in the nether this time around. Most of the times they have been Soul Speed, so I'll probably be getting some of those boots. Though, actually, they also use up some durability when used as Soul Speed. We'll have to see. We'll at least have some experience room for that, I think. So how much am I done? I think all of this is actually ready for receiving netherite as well. So why not? So why not? Let's get that, let's get that, and let's get that. I'm so glad this doesn't use any levels, because that has been... Oh, look at me going shiny, purpley stuff. I don't think I've been in so much netherite before. I cannot remember if I've been on Bedrock Edition with so much netherite. But there's one more piece to go, which actually, I think I've... where did I put it? Not over here. I think I left it here. Yeah. That is still unenchanted. So I'm not there yet. Not quite yet. But I think I've got most of the things over here. So respiration would be 6. So that's the most expensive. Doing those after each other would be at least 10. Combining these would be 4. And then 11. So I don't know if I saved any levels, but I already know this is getting too expensive. I may as well just use these levels to combine up some books, because I think I can at least combine 1 or 2 more. Yeah, there we go. So we can put the whole Shazam, and now it's too expensive. Okay, that's very fine. So we only need to apply 2 books. What would we need? 22 already. Oh my goodness. I don't want to do any more experience gathering. I guess we'll have to cope with an unenchanted... actually, we can probably... It's here. No, I need the helmet. We can probably upgrade this. And it shouldn't increase the cost. Yeah, it's still 22. So, okay. It will at least look like netherite. But it would be the only unenchanted piece. There we go. I am almost fully enchanted. We just need a little bit more levels. I've got even some netherite ingots to spare at the moment. This is going quite well. But that's where I'm gonna leave it for today regarding the enchanting part, because we've got more stuff to do and I've got only this little time. So what are we gonna do? Well, what I promised to do, well, I promised two things, of course. The base needs to be debasified and debasmentified and get into a real base. And I think I've got enough wood for that nowadays, because I think I've pretty much filled this chest, yeah. So that should be very good. But I also need to do something with the bee situation. And since I've got some redstone over here, I think I will be focusing on that first. Oh wow, this proves it. I just got my achievement for wearing fully enchanted gear. So I truly never did full netherite gear before. Wow, have I even been playing Minecraft? Oh, this can't be true. Did I really? Well, there we go then. Okay, let's go into building. Well, this is maybe one reason why I should have prioritized a silk touch pickaxe. I need to smelt some stone if ever I want to create some comparators, which I think I am gonna need. Right, I got my at least one, and I think that should be pretty much it. If I take that, some building blocks, and then we'll do some experimenting. Although this should be quite easy. So what I need to do is actually, I think I need to demolish this a little bit. I think you're over here. Right, let's place this back so the bees don't escape. And then I think I'm actually gonna place that over there. I'll have to take another thing out. Let's block that up so they don't escape. And I should be able to place a comparator there. That's true. And I think, if I'm correct, this should output 5 strength. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this one stays depowered. Yes, okay. So that determines a full nest over here. So there's a nest that can be harvested. Now, how are we gonna actually achieve the harvesting? I definitely need I think it's a dispenser. I'm pretty sure it's a dispenser, so that would mean we also need some bows, which I happily collected from some skeletons. So we can make a dropper. This should make it a dispenser. Yes, that works. Okay. And if we use that on a bee nest with some bottles, which I've got over here, guess the best way to do that at the moment would be to place it on top down. So then these go in here. I've got a button. Okay, quite good. Got some bottles in there. If I power this, it sucks it up. Okay, that's very good. We could do with that. So that works. Now I'm actually interested to see. Oh dear. Of course it needed to escape. Oh wow, that's very good. Okay, I got away with that. Let's actually get some logs on the bar. This next one should also be full. And what I want to try with this one is to see, we'll have to craft a new campfire, that's for sure. But if we do this from the bottom down, are they gonna be mad because there's not a campfire beneath it? That I'm very much interested in to find out. They are not. They are not mad when done like this. Okay, that's very interesting because I think if I place a hopper going like that, now would that work? That may work, but I would need an extra comparator for that. Then I could technically make a little item filter, of course, over here. So then if we've got these stuff, I think we need 11 over here. Actually, these stack in a different order, of course. So are you powered? I don't think you are. Maybe I shouldn't be doing redstone on camera. I should have learned from this already. Okay, so if I take one out, does that make a difference? No. Take another one out. This does. Interesting. So, okay, we do need a different level. If I do one less, then it's... Yeah. So this should be a good item filter for that. Now, I don't know if this is gonna be... overflow protected, actually. Although, by the way, since we're only harvesting one bottle at a time, this should be plenty. If anything, really, I could probably make this even shorter and make it work with one. How many would that be? This is difficult. So it's 15 and 3, and then if we put in one there, it goes off. Now we need to make that into a proper thing. Maybe I should do this in a little bit more safe area. All right, here we go. So a hopper over there, then a hopper over here as well. Which actually I'll probably want to have a little bit more clearance. So let's put it like this. Would have the comparator up here. Like so. And we could do this in either way. So we could either put the comparator over here indeed, and then have a block here, which would mean we get dust over there, which would already block that hopper. So that is not ideal. So probably expanding this and then going down. And that should be it. So if we do again, I think it was 15 and those. And our honey bottles. Right. Then if we put one over here, the torch should stay on. But the second one should be pulled really. Interesting. Well, although actually, it's even more easy than I thought. What am I even doing? There we go. We just need to let the dust go down. And it will only react with the second one, because then it would power this block, it would power the repeater, and then go over there. So if I now put the bottle in, which it has already worked, see? That goes. And it gets pulled out. Perfect. Perfect redstone with cobblestone. So yeah, this is perfect because we are not gonna be overflowing with the honey bottles. So I think I'll be installing this underneath our hoppers. And the idea which I've got with this is that if we're gonna use this, it should be possible that if we place this dispenser over here, would fill it with bottles, those wouldn't be taken out. But then if ever we power this dispenser and it gets a honey bottle, that is taken out and transported to a collection system. So this is ideal. And then we can also, if we really want to, I think redistribute these these bottles. I think that's very easy with just having hoppers over here that shouldn't interfere with anything, and then we can get some rails over here, which I would demonstrate. We've got some iron lying around, so let's make a few rails, and then I need to pillar up again. May invest in getting some scaffolding. And yeah, of course, this is then going. Let's demonstrate over multiple hoppers next to each other. That's all fine. So we can distribute. That's a very difficult word. Okay, distribute. You'll probably know which word I'm trying to find, but yeah, that word over the different dispensers, so they would be getting their glass bottles back. Now the only thing we need to, which I am not really thinking about, is we still need to have another comparator, which I shall craft to remind myself. And that needs to be reading upon the beehive. So the beehive would be over here. And I'm not very sure what would be the good direction. Because I've made myself a little bit difficult, I think, at the moment. I gotta ponder about that a little bit more off camera. I'll see you back in a moment. Well, this could potentially work if I do this over here. I should be able to place a rail over here and have a hopper minecart going over here, which then should be able, yes, to drop in the bottles, and it'll probably be stuck over here because this hopper is powered, but that is okay because I think, although I'm not certain, so I should really test that before I really do this. I think if the bee nest is empty, then the comparator should be off. So this block shouldn't be powered. So then the bottles should be able to move from that hopper into that hopper. And then it most certainly goes into there and it gets restocked. So there should be plenty of occasions that the bottles could go over there. And this only, I want to say only, but it still uses 3 hoppers. But then again, we probably will need to would need this farm to have some storage capacities for the amounts of bottles I want to push into it. I think this may be it. Can I actually see it from the other side? This is the best I at least can do. And actually, as you can see, I used a little composter. They look like a beehive and they actually act a little bit as a beehive because we, of course, we can have multiple levels. But this should be pretty much it. Obviously, oh, actually, we're still not quite done because we still need to pull out a single from over there. No. I forgot I need to power set dispenser. I now don't have any means to power set dispenser. Unless I can direct current through the beehive. May not be impossible, but oh man, I was so close, so very much close. But apparently, yeah, this is gonna work as I hoped it would. Well, I'm gonna go back to the drawing board, but as I speak this, I actually may have a little idea of how I can solve it. Okay, let me tinker around for a bit and I'll see you back. Alright, so my latest theory bends or breaks with the next fact, which is glitchy redstone apparently. If I put some bottles in this dropper that is pointing upwards in this dispenser, would it actually work? Okay, there we go. I need to place a torch here. Ooh! Very interesting. So, it semi-worked. I had hoped it would go in the other hopper, or other dispenser, but of course that doesn't make any sense. Of course it would end up over here. Which is a little bit sad, because the hopper would be down there. So we cannot get it out. But it is interesting to see. We can actually fire it up in there. Back to the drawing board again. Oh, wow. I solved it. I think I actually solved it. Did it really? I accidentally extended this by 1 block because first I had it over here. But then I needed a double inversion. And I placed it 1 further, and now I can actually place this torch here and go into 2 repeaters. And that's it, I think. So, if I now, this composter is empty, if I fill it up, we've got, whoop, if I can actually jump upwards here, we got a 5 length over here, so it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I now fill it up to the 5th one, which I can demonstrate with this composter. Actually want to catch it, really. Does it go? No, one more? One more? Of course, it needs to actually do something. Yeah, there it goes. Yes! It spits out a bottle. So it's actually working. This took a little bit more time than I expected, but at the same time, I didn't expect an actual breakthrough anymore. So right, so then the idea is then when that fires, this one would gather the honey bottle, and then this now really it's just placing a hopper over here. Although one thing that could happen, which you actually need to test then, for which we need to cycle through the composter again, or actually place something with full power, I guess. Because that should also work if I place a block over here. And then I guess I could even use a button. That should trigger the comparator. And then it's... Well, there's the answer already. This hopper would then pick up the bottle. And I guess it is impossible to then also have a thing over here, but I really didn't want to do that anymore because I'm already using quite some redstone over there. Then again, we are only using one comparator yet. So it might actually be possible. So we would have this, but then probably be the other way around. Which we could do, and we could probably place a carpet over here and such, so we can still see the beehives. But it would probably be needing to be at this level. And then we could have our filter over here. 15 like that. And then... yeah, okay. The choke boxes are getting in the way, but we would have the same thing that would have over there. So then if the honey bottle goes over there, it would pull it down here. And that should prevent... Already, this actually should prevent it being sucked up. No. Wait. Just a... Oh, yeah, I know. Okay. Because this is... Yeah, okay. We need a little bit more delicate input. But that's to say, oh, the inventory is getting way too full. You, chest, you will be my dumping area. One pulse. Yeah, there we go. Oh, actually, I did it twice? That's a little strange. Let's do that again. Yeah, now it did only once. Okay, so I probably was a little bit too fast over there. So this could definitely work. So we would need to have a filter down here. Another option, which isn't too strange of an idea, would actually be to... Let me get... oh, here it is. Would be to have the rails under here. And then let it be picked up by the hopper minecart, which I only got one, so I'll be stealing this one. And we could use it to suck it out. So if there's something there, that would be sucked out. But it would probably also be the case... No? Wait. Wait, does this actually work? It works all the time. What? And if we empty? Yeah. So this dispenser is too fast for the hopper minecart to pick up. But then if these go in, yeah, and then it gets sucked up. This is an even cheaper option. Look at that. This is truly an extra. So we don't need this filter after all. We just need to have a hopper minecart going underneath, and there is no way apparently to have a problem with that. But there we go. So yeah, this is the contraption as I'm going to install it, I think. So we've got the bottles over... Oh, actually, one last thing I want to check is I want to place the hopper minecart over here. Have the bottles be feeding from it. So that would make it to this hopper here, but not yet over there. That should be fine. This should be empty. Let's retrieve the hopper minecart. And then... That actually worked. Oh, it's got a split second because this is obviously getting depowered. So then the hopper has just enough time to put one bottle into it. This is even better. So the bottles would be in there. And then as it needs it, it just puts them into the dropper. And then fries it up to the bee's nest. I love redstone. I really do. So this is then gonna be it. It is a beauty if I say so myself. We've got the input over there, where the hopper minecart rails feeding in bottles. The bottles would go through this hopper and then into here, where they would be stalling. Then, as it is needed, the beehive is full, the single would reach 5 strength. That would mean this torch is going off. 2 ticks or so later, this block gets depowered just enough. So one bottle, I'll demonstrate, would go over here. Then this torch, 1 tick later, gets powered, shooting this bottle through this one, then out into the beehive, meaning it becomes a bottle. It doesn't get picked up if ever the minecart would be underneath here, because it's too fast for that. But then, if it does come underneath, then the other bottle would be waiting in here. This one will pick it up and will bring it to our storage system. I am quite proud of what I achieved over here. But I will have to end the episode here. So I will be building this down underneath in the bees area. I'll have to dig some more area out. And then we can have a section. I think I will start with 5 or something. I don't think I've got too many resources to make many things. Although I have been saving on the hoppers. And only we're really using some hopper minecarts and rails, and only one thing over there, the comparator, which is the most expensive thing, but not really because I've been nether quartz hunting. So very nice. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. I hope you enjoyed this episode. My name has been Colbuster. Bye for now, and I'll see you in the next episode. Oh, this is gonna be so cool.